Hi friends, this is Krish the Urban Naxal. Friends, there's a saying that if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And this applies to square yards appointment letters. There are job offer letters issued by various entities under the brand name of square yards. Often these are appointment letters of Dubai or Kuwait or Bahrain or some such Middle Eastern country. These letters or these kinds of documents, some of them you may have to sign. These undertakings, these agreements, whatever they may call them. Most of them are false documents, they are not real documents. They cannot be called documents because they lack many essential features of what an agreement should be, what an undertaking should be, what a letter should be, what an offer letter should be. And they are fraudulent documents, they are deceptive, they are intended to deceive, to fool you, the job seeker, the candidate, and give you all kinds of false impressions. Now, what are the false impressions they give? They give you false impressions of the amount of salary you are going to receive. They tell you that you are going to receive 5,000 Emirati Dirhams. It may be false, you may get only 500 Emirati Dirhams. Huge difference there. It means that you may make at the most about 10,000 rupees or little bit over 10,000 rupees after going to Dubai, working in Dubai, staying in Dubai, struggling for much more than the 8 hours that you are supposed to struggle. You may get a pittance like 10,000 rupees. That is the kind of money you can make in your backyard. But they will give you the impression that you're going to get this very decent salary of about 1 lakh 10,000 or that kind of money. People of other Middle Eastern countries or people going to other Middle Eastern countries or willing to go to other Middle Eastern countries, okay, young people, freshers who say we are energetic, we can do a sales job, we will convince customers, we are ready to work for 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, that kind of enthusiastic young people who want to make a break and who don't have much experience in how the world works, how the world really works. They get fooled by fake appointment letters or fake offer letters. Now, why do I call it fake? I call it fake because the name of the company that is actually appointing you or going to become your employer, that company has to be named in the offer letter, not any other company. Just if the name of the company is Square Yards, if it is Square Yards something something, that does not mean that it is your employer. You may say, oh, what difference does it make if it says Square Yards Dubai LLC, and then I find out that, well, my employer is not Square Yards Dubai LLC, it is Square Yards Real Estate LLC. What difference does it make? You may say, because you don't know the significance. The proper name of the corporate entity has to be there in your job offer letter. Similarly, the figures that are mentioned and what is written in front of the figures. The CTC breakup that is given is about 10 times what you will actually receive. So, here for example, your monthly CTC, they say your gross salary, gross means total, everything, is 500 Emirati dirhams. Now they say 500 AED you will get as gross, and then they say you will get a retention bonus of 4,450 and the insurance will be paid of 50. So you will get 5,000 AED total compensation. This is given to you in writing or rather in printing with your name on it, and they will say this is an appendix to the employment offer letter. Sounds very convincing, looks very convincing. it's a printout. And you will say, yeah, sure, it's a printout and it is sent to me from their official email ID. Now, if you read carefully, you will find out that the company that is mentioned in this is not your actual employer. So, in a particular instance, the name of the company named in this is Square Yards Real Estate LLC, which is a real company. It really exists. Now, the commitment made to you is from Square Yards Real Estate LLC, supposedly. But when you get the actual offer letter, which is a job offer on the letterhead of Ministry, Dubai's Ministry of Human Resources and Emirates, there that job offer letter says nothing about 5,000 AED. And that job offer letter does not say anything about the company's name being this one, Real Estate LLC. It is not Square Yards Real Estate LLC. There it says the company's name is Square Integrated Marketing Management LLC. You will say, what's the difference? It makes all the difference in the world, because Square Integrated Marketing Management LLC has not promised you 5,000 AED payment. That appointment letter says only 500 AED. So if they give you after 1 month only 500 AED, you will be shocked. You will say, what happened? You are supposed to give me 5,000 AED. They will say, no sir, no sir. Your appointment letter, your offer letter says only 500 AED. But you will say, no, but what about that CTC letter that you sent me? What about that appendix to offer letter, employment offer letter? They will say, no sir, you read it. It says that letter was from Square Yards Real Estate LLC, different company. You would already have worked for 1 month. They will say, don't worry, we will give you this amount, this retention bonus of 4,450. When? Kaam karke dikhao, show us your work. Maybe next month, maybe after 2 months. If you want to jump ship to some other concern, then we will give you retention bonus, because that is the meaning of retention bonus. This is a scam. And I am saying it in no uncertain words. I am not mincing words about this. This is a scam. You are being fooled. The actual amount you will get is only 500 AED, or at most they may give you something at their own discretion. But it is not going to be 5,000 AED under any circumstances. Now they frighten you. If you think that you can easily say, chalo, bye, I don't want to take this offer, but you have already signed some of their papers, they will frighten you, they will scare you. They will say, now you have to give us money. Now you have to give us 1 lakh rupees. Now you have to give us more than 1 lakh rupees. You have to give us 2 lakh rupees. You have to, they will scare you. I am going to show you the paperwork and show you why you should not be scared. Why you should say this paperwork is not genuine as a document. It is not a legal document. You cannot scare me. I quit. I have decided to quit. I shall quit. You should be able to say that, and I am going to explain to you why you should be able to say that. Number 1, let us start with this. There is a paper which you are asked to sign. It is called the undertaking letter. And it is an undertaking saying that you, holding passport number so and so, acknowledge and undertake that you are medically fit and you have never been diagnosed with HIV, hepatitis, tuberculosis and leprosy. And in case you have gone to UAE, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi or Bahrain, and if you are found to be medically unfit over there, then you are taking full responsibility that you will come back and pay back all the expenses that they have incurred on you for sending you there, and further you are enabling them, you are giving them authority to deduct or to hold your salary of up to AED 6,000. Now AED 6,000, if you just do some calculations, you will find that it is about 1,30,000. So 1,30,000 rupees or its equivalent can be deducted. Basically, if you quit, they want you to come back to India in your banyan and underwear. They will make you fear that if you don't give them this money, they will sue you, they will prosecute you, and they will prosecute you in Dubai. So you are going to be so afraid of this that you don't want to quit on health reasons. This is their objective. You cannot say, oh, my health is not permitting, I have to go back to India. If you say that, they will say, in that case, pay us 6,000 AED. Now you may not have earned 6,000 AED. You are probably not going to have earned 6,000 AED when you leave. So you will be paying for your ticket back and forth, costs, everything. You will have earned nothing and you will have lost a bunch of money. You will have lost quite a bit of money if you go by this undertaking letter. But this undertaking letter is false. It is a false letter. It is not a document. It cannot be produced in any court of law. You know why? Because it is addressed to HR manager Square Yards. There is no such company as Square Yards. The company's full name has to be given. There is no address also given in this undertaking letter. There is no postal address. There is no name of any person. There is only this word HR manager Square Yards. Meaningless. It makes this, it's not a document, it's a piece of paper. You can tear it up and throw it away. It is completely meaningless, and the conclusion that I am drawing from this is you don't have to give them a single paisa. And if you have already made the mistake of giving them or allowing them to deduct 6,000 AED based on this undertaking letter, start fighting to get it back. Undertaking letter, fraudulent, false, it is not a document, it is just a piece of paper, and it is worthless, but it is used by this company or by this group of companies, because now it is not one company, it is a bunch of people who are hiding behind various types of corporate names to make fools of you, the candidates. And candidates will be fooled, exploited, extorted, blackmailed, threatened with legal action, sent legal notices on the strength of this kind of false paperwork, fraudulent paperwork. Undertaking letter is a complete bullshit letter. Doesn't have any value. Don't be afraid of it. If you have signed it, don't be afraid of it. Next, I am going to tell you another similar document. There is a document, there is a piece of paper called reimbursement agreement. It will have the Square Yards name. It will say privileged and confidential, which means you should not share it with anyone. It does not have one company's name in it. It is a confusing piece of document. It has two different companies or three different companies, not even two, three different companies named in it. And none of these three companies named in them in this document or this paper are your employers. But you will feel convinced, you will feel scared that this is a genuine document. And the reason is, you are going to put your thumb impression on it. You are going to write your PAN and Aadhaar number on it. This is the reason you will feel scared. and this will give you the impression that this is a genuine thing, but it is not genuine. Now, what does this reimbursement agreement say? It says the company has appointed an Indian company to assist the company to identify and attract and screen candidates. Who is the company named over here? The reimbursement agreement is entered into by and between Square Yards Dubai LLC and the candidate's name, your name, and Square.com Private Limited. So, you and these two companies are entering into an agreement. Is this sound? It is completely unsound. It is total bullshit. Why? Two reasons. First reason is, in this so-called document, they are naming two companies as if they are your employer. They cannot both be your employer. On one page they are saying Square Yards Dubai LLC. On another page they are saying Square Yards Real Estate LLC. The Indian company is Square.com Private Limited. Square.com Private Limited, that is the Indian company. And they are saying that they have assigned the Indian company to do the onboarding process, to select you and so on and so forth. And then they say that in case you choose not to go to Dubai, then you will have to pay 1 lakh rupees as reimbursement of the expenses to the Indian company on behalf of the company. Who is the company? There are two companies. This so-called agreement becomes invalid because two Dubai entities are named. Now, this is not a genuine thing. The fact that there are two companies named in this, two different Dubai companies named in this, is not a confusion. It is not something they wrote by mistake. It is deliberate. And the intention is that neither company wants to be bound. They will not be bound. They are completely free. You will feel you are bound because your name is the same. Their name different. And they say that they are going to take 1 lakh rupees from you as reimbursement of expenses in case you choose not to go to Dubai. And if you reject the job offer after signing this agreement, this so-called agreement, if you say, no, I don't want to go, then you will have to pay them 1 lakh rupees. If you are in this kind of a situation, do not pay. You can refuse to go, do not pay. Now, what is the reason? One reason is, as I said, this is not an enforceable agreement. This is a false document. This appears like an enforceable agreement, but it is not. So, one reason, do not pay. There is a second reason. Suppose only one company was named in this. Let us forget about 2 companies and 3 companies. Let us suppose one company was named in this. Suppose it was Square Yards Real Estate Everywhere. Then would you have to pay them 1 lakh rupees? The answer is no. What is the reason that you don't have to pay them 1 lakh rupees? The reason is you do not have a relationship of a principal and an agent. They are not your agent, you are not the principal. Your relationship is not that. It is not of a job seeker, a foreign job seeker and an agent who specializes in sending people to the Dubai. Your relationship with whoever is named in this agreement is that of employee and employer supposedly. It is not even that. The companies named in this are not your employers. The companies named here are not your employers. If they are not your employers, by what right are they asking for money from you? An employer cannot seek money from an employee before the employee becomes an employee. And an employee becomes an employee only when he is actually given the job and he starts on the job. Then he becomes an employee. Right now you are not an employee, you are a candidate. A company like Square Yards Real Estate LLC, or like Square Yards Dubai LLC, or like Square.com Private Limited has no right to take money from you for refusing to become their employee. Because what is the relationship between you and them? There is no relationship, and that is the reason they cannot take money from you. They cannot extract money from you under such an agreement. That agreement is unsound because the relationship between you and them is zero. You have no relationship. You are not their client, you are not their customer, you are not their agent, you are not their principal, you are not anything to them, you are not their employee. What is your relationship to them? Nothing. You have no relationship with them whatsoever. And that is the reason they cannot charge money from you. You need not pay and you should not pay. Because this amounts to fraud and this amounts to extortion. It is a criminal offense for them to take money from you. So if they have given you, they have sent you emails trying to take money from you or send you to Dubai alternatively, or if they have sent a legal notice or any such document, any such paperwork to you trying to take money from you, or if you have actually gone and given them some money because of this document, because you did not want to do their job, therefore you gave them the money in order to buy your freedom, please contact me. My numbers are 98215-88114 and 8169471229. The same numbers are there at the bottom of this video and also at the end of this video. They are there below this video in the description. Please contact me and we will fight and get your money back. And by fight, I don't mean, I don't want to take you to court. I don't want to ask you to go to court. But we will fight. There are methods of fighting to get your money back. You have been cheated. If they have taken money from you, if you have given them money, you have been cheated. And if they are pressurizing you and they are asking you to give money to them, or they are asking you to go to Dubai because otherwise you will have to give them money, you are being cheated. Don't be cheated.